Forget Jeff Bezos. Forget Elon Musk. Forget every billionaire you've ever heard of. Because even if you combined their wealth and doubled it, you still wouldn't come close. We are talking about more than $900 billion in today's money. Not stocks, not companies. Pure gold. This is not a legend. This is documented history. This is the story of Mansa Musa, the man so rich, he accidentally crashed the global economy with generosity. The year was 1312. Deep in West Africa stood the Mali Empire, already powerful, already wealthy. But Musa wasn't supposed to rule. He was only a deputy, a temporary placeholder. The real king, Abu Bakr II, had a dangerous obsession. Not gold, not power, but the ocean. He believed something existed beyond the Atlantic, so he did something insane. He built 2,000 ships, not fishing boats, massive vessels, loaded with supplies, food, water, and soldiers. Then he sailed west and vanished. No survivors, no wreckage, no explanation. And just like that, Musa became king of the richest empire on earth. To understand Musa, you must understand the ground beneath his feet. He controlled the largest gold reserves on the planet. Bambuk, Bure, Galam, these weren't mines. They were gold factories. At that time, Mali produced over half of the world's gold supply. While Europe was collapsing, Mali was drowning in gold. But Musa didn't just dig. He controlled trade. The trans-Saharan trade route, the economic artery of the medieval world. If you wanted salt, you passed through Mali. If you wanted gold, you passed through Mali. If you wanted to connect Africa to Europe, to the Middle East, you passed through Musa. And Musa taxed everything, every camel, every shipment, every gram. He didn't discover wealth, he engineered it. Musa wasn't just rich, he was organized. He built a professional army of 100,000 soldiers. He developed 24 major cities. He hired administrators, judges, traders, engineers. This wasn't a tribal kingdom. This was a financial superpower. But Musa had one problem. Nobody outside Africa believed it existed. Europe thought Africa was empty. So Musa decided to prove them wrong with the most expensive journey in human history. In 1324, Musa began his pilgrimage to Mecca. But this was no normal journey. This was a moving city. 60,000 people, 12,000 personal servants, each servant wearing Persian silk, each servant carrying solid gold bars. Behind them, 80 camels, loaded with gold dust, each camel carrying 300 pounds of gold. The desert didn't see a caravan. It saw a golden river moving across the Sahara. Every Friday, Musa stopped and built a mosque. Imagine that. A man traveling across the desert, leaving architecture behind him. He wasn't just traveling, he was branding, expanding influence, planting power. Every city he passed heard the same message. The richest empire in the world is Mali. Then Musa reached Cairo, and history changed. He gave gold to the poor. He gave gold to merchants. He gave gold to scholars. He gave gold to strangers. He spent gold like water. And suddenly, gold became worthless. The price collapsed. Inflation exploded. The Egyptian economy suffered. For 12 years, one man destroyed an entire economy by being too generous. This had never happened before, and never happened again. But Musa realized something important. Gold runs out. Knowledge doesn't. So on his way back, he bought minds, architects, scientists, scholars, poets. He hired Abu Ishaq al-Sahili and paid him 200 kilograms of gold just to design one building. Under Musa, Timbuktu became legendary. The University of Sankore hosted 25,000 students. Books became more valuable than gold. Libraries filled the city. Scholars traveled from across the world. Mali wasn't just the richest, it became the smartest. When Mansa Musa died in 1337, he left behind an empire unmatched in wealth. But history changed. Civil wars, trade shifts, colonial expansion. And slowly, the Golden Empire faded. But Musa's legend never did. Today, when we talk about billionaires, we talk about millions, billions. But history remembers only one man worth more than $900 billion. The Lion of Mali, Mansa Musa, the richest man who ever lived.